You love your cat, but you might be breaking their heart every single day. You kiss them good morning, fill the bowl, and head out the door, thinking everything's fine. They eat, they nap, they seem peaceful. But behind that calm, something else might be happening. A quiet kind of sadness that never shows on the surface. Because some of the things we do out of love are the very things that quietly hurt them. Like when you pick them up every time they pass by, when you leave the TV on all night so they don't feel lonely, when you top up the food bowl again and again thinking love means always enough, or when you shine that little red laser across the floor, laughing as they chase something they'll never, ever catch. They look fine, they purr, they blink slowly, but inside, your cat might be confused, overstimulated, or quietly disappointed. And the worst part is, you'd never know, because cats rarely show you their pain directly. Today, we're gonna look at the small, harmless-looking things that actually hurt your cat. Emotionally, mentally, even physically. The things that make them feel unsafe, unseen, or unloved. Even when your heart is in the right place. 1. You change their routine too often. One day you feed them at 8 a.m., the next at noon. Sometimes you move their bed. Sometimes you rearrange furniture. Sometimes you come home long after dark. To you, it's life. To them, it's chaos. Cats depend on rhythm. Repetition is their comfort, their safety net. Every time you change that rhythm, it's like shaking the ground beneath their paws. They start hiding, watching you from a distance, unsure of what's next. They don't hate you, they just don't know when the world will feel stable again. 2. You touch them when they don't want it. They're lying still, half asleep, tail flicking slowly, and then your hand appears out of nowhere. You mean affection. They feel ambushed. Cats live by consent. Every touch is communication. When you ignore their signals, that tail twitch, that ear turn, that little lean away, you're not comforting them, you're crossing a line they thought you understood. And every time that happens, trust weakens just a little bit more. 3. You leave them alone too long. Cats are not as solitary as people think. They like freedom, not loneliness. 8, 10, 12 hours in a quiet apartment, staring at the same window, listening to the same hum of silence. That's not peace. That's absence. They start to nap more, overgroom, eat less. It looks calm, but it's emotional shutdown. They adapt, but they stop expecting you. And slowly, they stop trying to connect. 4. You leave food out all day. It sounds kind. They'll never be hungry. But constant access kills instinct. Cats are hunters. They need the cycle of search, chase, and reward. When food is always waiting, life becomes static. They eat out of boredom, not hunger. Their body gets full, but their mind gets empty. Over time, that spark of curiosity that makes cats so alive starts to fade. They stop exploring because there's nothing to work for. 5. You ignore their pain. They jump less, move slower, sleep in odd positions. You say, they're just getting older. But cats hide pain by instinct. It's how they survive. What looks like calm acceptance could be arthritis, dental pain, or organ trouble. They won't complain. They'll just fade quietly into the background of your life. Look closer. Watch how they walk, how they eat, how they rest. Your attention is their voice. If any of this sounds familiar, take a second to hit subscribe. Every week, we share videos that help you understand your cat, not just live with one. 6. You play the wrong way. The red laser dot again. Round and round. No catch, no victory, no closure. You laugh, they chase, but deep inside, it's frustration. Imagine wanting something every day that you can never have. That's what that little red light becomes. They need to win, to grab, bite, conquer, to feel that instinct fulfilled. Without it, the game stops being play and starts being stress. 7. You punish them for being cats. They scratch your couch, knock a glass, bite your hand. You yell, you spray water, you close doors. They don't learn wrong, they learn fear. Each punishment makes your presence unpredictable. And when trust cracks, it never breaks loudly. It fades quietly, one flinch at a time. Cats don't remember what they did. They remember how you made them feel. 8. You think silence means happiness. They used to meow when you came home, follow you from room to room, sit beside you without asking for anything. Now they don't, and you think they've just grown calmer, but maybe they stopped believing that you'll listen. When cats stop reaching out, it's not peace, it's giving up. They still love you, they just don't expect much back. 9. You keep the house too loud. TVs blaring, doors slamming, phone buzzing. You've learned to tune it out, they can't. Cats hear 4 times more acutely than humans. Your normal background noise is their thunderstorm. They retreat under beds, hide in corners, and live half awake, never fully relaxed. Imagine never having real silence. That's what stress sounds like to a cat. 10. You forget they have a mind. Food, sleep, repeat. You think it's comfort, but to them, it's monotony. Cats need stimulation, places to climb, things to watch, puzzles to solve. Without mental play, they grow dull, detached, and restless. A full belly isn't enough. A cat without curiosity is a candle without flame. You don't need to stop loving your cat. You just need to love them in the way they understand. Through patience, rhythm, space, and presence. Because sometimes, the things that hurt the most come from the kindest hearts. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe, and let's make the world softer for our cats, one gentle change at a time.